Here is a recap of the perfect arrangement. Disclaimer: this movie does not substitute the movie. The perfect arrangement. The movie begins with Oba's engagement party. Tari and Chidi stepped out and had a sweet conversation. Tari told Chidi that females only like him because of his money. And Chidi said he does not mind that would she like to spend part of the money. She blushed and they went back to the party. Women had it that Tari and Chidi became a thing after the incident. At Chidi's apartment, Chidi's brother Cheta came in and said, "Father has been calling you, no picking. What happened?" And he explained that his father needs his attention urgently. Chidi told Tade to excuse him that he needs to attend to his father. Cheta and Tade are best friends. Tade was waiting for Chidi to return from work. Chidi returned and explained to her about a good news that he just got that's going to be the next commissioner for finance of Anambra State. But the bad side of it is that they're going to have to go apart because his father encouraged him not to be in a relationship so he could focus and become the next governor in the next election. Tade tried to convince Chidi about this, but he was not ready to change his mind because he was ready to chase his political ambition. Tade felt Chidi left her for his political ambition, which made her feel very bad, but was actually right. 5 years later, Tade hosted a fashion show with her best friend Lottie. It was an awesome event, and she felt very happy and very proud of herself. It was a successful party. Chidi's sex tape leaked out, which made his father very angry, and he said that was just the end of his political ambition. He felt very bad about it. His father told him to get out of his office. His father told him he had ruined everything they've planned over the years. Daddy appreciated Shope. Her brother came in over and said, "Is this what she did with the 50 million Kale Oil gave her to sponsor the program?" Her father appreciated and said he's very proud of her. And her mother said the pieces are very nice and they're very happy to be at the event, that she actually made them very proud. Tade and Lottie invited Cheta for the after party. They went clubbing and had a lot of fun. Tade and Lottie got into an argument with one rapper called Kels, and they started blackmailing the guy because they wanted to slap Lottie for insulting him. They made a video of him and they threatened to post it on social media, which he apologized for. The Kalejai's family called for breakfast. Tade was nowhere to be found. Her mom put a call through to her and told her she must be there as quick as possible. She rushed down and dressed up and left her apartment only to bump into her enemy, Chidi. She was not really happy to see Chidi and she told Chidi to get out of her way. Chidi remembered how he and Tade used to be in the past. The broadcasters made their way onto Kalejai's family house and the reporters from Akron's media arrived. They told the family to get dressed. Daddy was not looking like she was ready for the program, so they told her to get inside and ensure she dressed properly because it's a magazine and their family pictures were going to be boldly over the magazine. Oba welcomed Abigail, the reporter from the Athens media. She was the one that was going to interview their father, which happens to be Otunba Kalejai. The interview was going well until she started asking some annoying questions, which made everybody in the family very furious because she was asking questions that were very provoking. Otunba explained how he was able to acquire some of the connection he had because his grandfather used to be the judge and his father happened to be a minister in the Second Republic. He explained how some criminals caused oil spill for Kalejaye and they had to pay for cleanup, which made them not be able to afford the oil block license for the year. Daddy was not aware of this, so this was the first time she was hearing about it, and she asked her, why didn't nobody told her about this earlier? That why is she just hearing for the first time? And what does this implies? Oba said Doshike, she has always been selfish. She's always after herself and herself alone. She doesn't care about the rest of the family members. Daddy went to her store and informed Lottie what was going on in her family. And she said she was trying to raise some money so she could help the family. Then the news came out. Veronica told Abigail to bring down the news against the Kalejai's family. Abigail made a video against Veronica saying that she is obstructing her from performing her duty. Veronica said, okay, no problem. She should go on some suspension because she broke some rules. Abigail said she needed the break, so she left the office. Kali oil complaint license has expired. They could not afford to pay due to the oil spill that happened, and they borrowed money to pay for the cost for the cleanup. And last year, oil price crashed, so they could not make enough money to pay back the loan they borrowed for the cleanup. Neither could they afford to pay back the license, which put the family in a mess. Daddy felt so much pressure. She could not really hold it, so she went to club and she was dancing like a sick person. Cheta and Lottie were trying to pull Daddy, but she was a bit out of control. Finally, they got over there and took her to her apartment. Cheta and her finally kissed. Cheta recognized she was under the influence of alcohol, so he did not take advantage of her. Daddy went to Chidi's apartment to ask Chidi what scandal was he involved in, and Chidi told Sade that a sex tape having threesome leaked out, and his opponents are using that against him, that he has lost the chance of being a governor. Daddy informed Chidi that it's only his father that could help them talk to the president. Chidi told Daddy that it's a bad timing for them right now and they could not talk to the president because his sex tape is everywhere. And Daddy asked her how could she help or what could they do. So they both decided to come up with a plan of both of them getting married. Though it's a fake marriage, but they both agreed to it. That's the only way they could both leave the scandal. Chidi said he was going to speak to somebody, so he called Tanko. Chidi and Daddy went to meet Tanko, and Tanko insisted they play some football if they're going to have to discuss business with him on a Saturday morning, which they both agreed to and played some sports, which was fun. When they were done with the ball, Daddy asked Tanko if it's possible for them to achieve this and all scandals will be gone. Tanko said it's possible that she likes bench weight and he liked that about her a lot. Tanko asked Chidi if she what all the stress is going through and he said she wants it even more. They and Chidi informed their family about their plan of getting married to each other and the family really disagreed that it does not make any sense. Along the line after explaining, Oba agreed that it's going to really be good for them to do this so they could leave the scandal. Their father did not really agree, especially Kalajaye's father did not agree. He said he could not sell his daughter because of money or because of his Kali oil, that he was not ready to trade his daughter for that he was not in support of this. Jeta got angry when he found out about Tade and Chidi's plan and he felt that Tade was really using him. Tade tried explaining herself to Cheta but he refused to listen. Lottie also said it was not sensible for Tade to get married to Chidi in the name of protecting her family. What about her happiness? Happiness matters too, that she should think deeply about it. But Tade said she think that that's the best they could do for that moment. Abigail again came to interview Tade and Chidi. They both said their love story and how they used to date 5 years back, and that the scandal of Chidi's sex tape is what brought them back together. Chidi said he found himself going back to that day, that she was the only one that was available and was ready to hear him. Cheta came to apologize to Tade that he was sorry about the way he spoke to Tade the other time, and they kissed again. Tade and Chidi's family met to discuss their wedding and they agreed that the introduction is going to come up next week at Abeokuta and the week after the white wedding will come up at Anambra. Tade was not really fine with this. She stood up and walked away because she was shocked. She didn't expect it to be so quick. And they said it has to be very quick because they want Chidi to contest for the next governorship election. They traveled to Abeokuta for the introduction, not knowing that someone was spying on them, that they and Chidi got into an argument. So the broadcaster took the information and posted it online, which made Oba very angry and insisted that Daddy must cooperate and be very, she wants this to be very successful. Daddy came to explain to Lottie what was going on and how she was frustrated. Lottie then said it does not worth it. Lottie and wanted to get a drink. Then she overheard Shokwe and Oba talking about an agreement and she went away. She said she should ignore her like she didn't hear anything. Chidi then requested that they should please follow him somewhere that he wants to take her out and see some beautiful places in Abeokuta and for them to just lessen the pressure in the atmosphere. They both went out and Chidi sang a beautiful song to Daddy and Daddy was blushing and everybody was clapping for her and Daddy got to the stage as well. They both sang the song together and they kissed and everybody was happy. Lottie was angry because Daddy had cancelled one of their big deal without her consent and she was very mad at her that why would she just throw away her dreams like that just because of her family. Those people won't even appreciate what she's doing. They tried to persuade each other and they both let go. Oba received a call stating that somebody has leaked the agreement between the family of Chidi and Daddy's family, which made Oba very angry. And Oba faced Daddy and said, why would she be so stupid to do something like that? And they said, it's not Daddy. Oh. Chidi also faced his brother Cheta and they started fighting that it was Cheta that caused it because Cheta liked Daddy, that's why he did that. And Daddy said, it's not Cheta, that it was Lottie. And Lottie said, Daddy didn't want to do it, that she said if she had a miss, she wouldn't have done it at all. That she had to do it for her to save her. And was very angry and called her names. And she explained how she stole the document from Oba's phone when she was trying to snap Oba and Shokbe. And everybody was very angry. And they told her to just get out because they have ruined everything. Now everybody felt so bad because Abigail felt accomplished after getting to the root of Kalejaye's history. The government blacklisted their complaint and no more government ad for them. After this whole thing, the Kalajaye family still insisted that Tade get married to Chidi, and she said there was no need to get married to Chidi since they lost their Kale oil complaint. And they said they still have to get married to each other, so they were going to get the $10 million the government promised to use to compensate them since they took away their Kali oil complaint and their blog. At the wedding, Daddy looked so sad and her mom was trying to persuade her and she said, at the last, those which matter are those that sacrifice for the love they have for us. That's what matters the most. Her mom tried to tell her how beautiful she looks and how happy she feels. That she know she had loved Chide once and she can still love Chide. At the engagement, the groomsmen prostrated and the celebration began. Everybody was happy. Chidi was trying to tell Daddy to smile, but she refused. She does not look happy at all. Chidi then stood up and went straight to take the mic and told everybody that he could no longer do this, that this is not what he wants. This is not the kind of marriage he wants. This is not the kind of bride he wants. That he wants to be happy and the likes. The news went off social media again. Everybody started posting. Oba appreciated the sister for such a huge sacrifice she was ready to do for the sake of the family, and they both hugged each other. And Tade said she didn't know her brother could be this sweet. And Daddy went to Lottie and apologized for how she spoke to her the other time. And Lottie then told her that she finally got them back on the beat, that they're going to Paris. She said she called Veronica to put them back into the battle for the brand and she was very happy. She thanked her friend for always having her back. They were both very happy and she said she should guess who she's meeting now. Daddy told her friend Lottie that she was meeting Cheta and her friend was like, she was so confused. She didn't even know who she liked the most, if it is Cheta or Chidi. And she said she loved the both of them. And her friend said she has never met anybody that is this confused as much as Daddy. Everybody knows that Daddy is very confused actually. Lottie then showed Daddy a video that Chidi made for her and said how beautiful she was and how she was ready to sacrifice everything for Chidi. And Chidi said he could not allow that to happen, that he had to let her go so she won't sacrifice everything. Daddy went to Chidi's place and they both kissed and became a thing. At the battle of the brand, Chidi went with Jetta. Daddy's family Oba was also there, including her father and her mother. They were all there. And finally, Daddy won the award together with our best friend, Lottie. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you're still watching. Thank you. See you again. Bye.